Welcome back to our ongoing series where we're discussing medical assistance in dying. In this Q&A, I'm going to answer some of the questions that you sent us based on the last video on the legal aspects of MAID. So let's get right into it. Are you ready to truly unlock your potential and supercharge your productivity? Join us on a brand new course we just released on learn.methodologists.org called Optimize Your Productivity: Secret Ingredients, where we'll help you discover the keys to truly effective work. Throughout this course, you'll learn powerful strategies and skills that foster productivity. Explore our engaging video lessons on passion, metacognition, goal setting, and so much more. Let's redefine productivity, overcome challenges, and celebrate your journey to a more productive and fulfilling work-life journey. Sign up for our course today by clicking on the link below or visiting us at learn.methodologists.org, and I'll see you there. How do legal frameworks for MAID differ between Canada and the United States? There's of course many differences, but I guess the most notable one is at what level MAID was legalized. MAID was legalized nationally in 2016 with Bill C-14, setting specific criteria for eligibility. In contrast, the legality of MAID in the United States varies by state, with only a select number of states and Washington, D.C. legalizing it. Furthermore, each state that has legalized it has its own set of conditions, safeguards, and criteria. What are the specific conditions under which minors can access assisted death in Belgium? In Belgium, euthanasia was extended to minors under specific circumstances, making it a unique and a controversial aspect of the legislation. Minors can access assisted death if they are in a medically futile condition of constant and unbearable physical or mental suffering. Additionally, they must demonstrate discernment, and parental consent is mandatory. How does the Netherlands' approach to MAID for minors differ from Belgium's? Both the Netherlands and Belgium allow MAID for minors, but they have age-specific conditions. In the Netherlands, minors aged 12 to 15 require parental consent, while those between 16 and 17 need parental involvement but not necessarily consent. On the other hand, any minor in Belgium requires parental consent. The primary criterion generally for both countries remains that suffering must be unbearable with no prospect of improvement. What led to the state of Victoria in Australia legalizing voluntary assisted dying in 2019? Victoria's decision to legalize voluntary assisted death in 2019 was the result of extensive public debate, consultations, and the recognition of the need for compassionate end-of-life choices. The legislation was influenced by the desire to provide individuals with autonomy over their end-of-life choices while ensuring rigorous safeguards and preventing misuse. How do legal frameworks ensure that the decision for MAID is genuinely autonomous and not influenced by external pressures? Legal frameworks typically mandate informed consent without external pressure. This often involves multiple consultations and multiple healthcare professionals, psychological assessments, and waiting periods to ensure that the decision is consistent and not impulsive. Additionally, witnesses may be required to confirm that the request is truly voluntary, and in some jurisdictions, a second medical opinion is necessary. Why do legal criteria for MAID often include stipulations about the patient's mental competence? Mental competence ensures that the individual fully understands implications of the decision and is able to make an informed choice. It's a safeguard to ensure that decisions are not influenced by untreated underlying mental health conditions, cognitive impairments, or even external pressures. How do countries address the potential ethical dilemmas of allowing MAID for minors? Countries that allow MAID for minors like Belgium and the Netherlands have stringent criteria to ensure the decision for MAID is medically and ethically sound. This includes an assessment of the minor's discernment, the involvement or the consent of parents, and multiple medical evaluations to confirm the severity and irreversibility of the condition. Given the varied legal frameworks, how do international bodies view MAID? International bodies like the World Health Organization and the United Nations don't have a unified stance on MAID, recognizing it as a matter of national sovereignty and cultural, ethical, and social values. However, they do emphasize the importance of human rights, patient autonomy, and the need for rigorous safeguards in the countries that have legalized it. How do legal frameworks address the potential misuse or abuse of MAID? Legal frameworks incorporate multiple safeguards to prevent misuse and abuse. These include strict eligibility criteria, mandatory waiting periods, multiple consultations, psychological assessments, and the involvement of more than one healthcare professional. These measures ensure that the decision for MAID is well considered, voluntary, and free from external pressures. How have global legal perspectives on MAID evolved over the past few decades? Over the past few decades, there has been a noticeable shift towards recognizing and legalizing MAID in various countries. This evolution reflects changing societal values, increased emphasis on patient autonomy, and advancement in medical ethics. However, the journey has been marked by extensive debates, legal challenges, and the continuous refinement of legislation to balance individual rights with societal and ethical considerations. How do countries without legalized MAID address end-of-life care and decisions? In countries where MAID is not legalized, end-of-life care typically focus on palliative care, which aims to alleviate pain and improve quality of life for patients with terminal illnesses. Decisions surrounding end-of-life care are guided by medical ethics, patient wishes, or sometimes by advanced directives or living wills, which specify a patient's preferences in the case they become incapacitated. What role do healthcare professionals play in the legal processes of MAID? Healthcare professionals, of course, play an important role in the MAID process. They are responsible for assessing eligibility, ensuring informed consent throughout the process, providing the necessary medical evaluations that are needed, and if all these criteria are met, administering the procedure. Their expertise and ethical considerations are essential to ensure that the process is carried out safely, compassionately, and in accordance with law. How do legal frameworks address the rights of healthcare professionals who may have conscientious objections to participating in MAID? Most legal frameworks that have legalized MAID recognize the rights of healthcare professionals to conscientiously object to participate. In such cases, professionals are typically required to refer the patient to another qualified colleague or provide other information on accessing MAID. This balance ensures patient access while respecting the personal beliefs and values of healthcare providers. How do countries monitor and ensure compliance with MAID legislation? Countries with legalized MAID often have oversight mechanisms in place, such as review boards or committees to monitor and ensure compliance with the law. These bodies review cases, track data, and ensure that all procedures are carried out within the legal parameters. Regular reporting and periodic reviews of the legislation also help in identifying areas for improvement or refinement. Given the legal complexity surrounding MAID, how do countries educate both the public and healthcare professionals about it? Education is a crucial component of MAID. Countries have launched public awareness campaigns, have provided resources, and offer training programs for healthcare professionals. This ensures that the public is informed by their rights and options, and healthcare professionals are equipped with the knowledge and skills to navigate the legal and ethical complexities of MAID. And that was the last question, and that's all I have for this Q&A. Thanks for watching. If you found this Q&A helpful, please let us know by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Until the next Q&A, take care.